The SNP has confirmed a party consultant held talks with Cambridge Analytica, but denied ever working with the controversial company. The analytics company came under fire over the harvesting and use of the personal data of Facebook users, as well as attempting to influence the political process. Appearing before MPs earlier, its former director, Brittany Kaiser, said talks had been held with the SNP in London and Edinburgh. The SNP confirmed an unnamed consultant held one meeting. A spokesperson for the party described Cambridge Analytica as a bunch of cowboys.
There have been furious exchanges at Holyrood over claims of links between political parties and the controversial data company Cambridge Analytica. The First Minister faced Tory claims of hypocrisy after it emerged that a consultant working for the SNP had met the company in 2016. But Nicola Sturgeon argued that it was the Conservatives who were mired in links to the firm. This from our political editor, Brian Taylor.
Forewarned, Nicola Sturgeon knew she might be questioned about the SNP and Cambridge Analytica, the company accused of harvesting online data to influence the US election.
The company itself.
After all, she'd seen this earlier in the week, the SNP MP Brendan O'Hara closely questioning Brittany Kaiser, a former director at the consultancy. Ms Kaiser's chief response?
I do know that we have been in pitches and negotiations with UK parties in the past, such as the SNP.
Oh, well, allow me to follow that particular stag into the forest then.
As that stag hunt continued, the SNP said a consultant for the party held one meeting with Cambridge Analytica after they pitched for business in 2016, but that nothing ensued. That didn't stop Ruth Davidson of the Tories.
Now, I know that the SNP have raised sanctimony to an art form, but what stinks here is the reek of hypocrisy. Because when it comes to the dealings that others have had with Cambridge Analytica, the First Minister and her party have spent weeks demanding full transparency. Yet when it comes to the SNP, it took a whistleblower giving evidence in a parliamentary committee before facts even began to be dragged out into the open.
The First Minister listed extensive contacts between Cambridge Analytica and individual Tories and between the parent company and the UK government.
I think it's the Conservative Party and the UK government that's mired in links to Cambridge Analytica and its various associates. The SNP's never done any work with them because, unlike the Conservatives, unlike the UK government, when we met them, we realised they were a bunch of cowboys. If only Ruth Davidson's colleagues had done the same.
Ruth Davidson said the Scottish Conservatives had no contact with the company. The First Minister declined to name the individual who acted for the SNP, warning of a witch hunt, and she accused the Tories of concocting baseless smears. Brian Taylor, reporting Scotland, Holyrood.